But sometimes with the post nut clarity, it's really more so grief that you're experiencing because you're losing a
Mm.
part of yourself in the interact that transaction that you just had.
Mm.
Every time yeah, there's a little bit of grief because you know, like you can't get that back. You can't get that energy back.
And that time.
I feel like yeah, the time is important, but most people don't care about that as much as they do their energy subconsciously. We waste time all the time, quote unquote
Right.
waste. So the energy is something
So
that
let's talk. Let's dig into. Let's dive into that. The grief we feel because we've lost a piece of our soul. Because anytime you are not just having sex, anytime you touch somebody, anytime you hug somebody, you're
yeah,
sharing a piece of. There's an exchange. There's a.
yeah.
That was deep. That was okay. That's grief.
I just it just came out of nowhere, but I'm thinking about it from the sense of like you only have so much of the pie, right? And every time you talk to somebody, you give somebody some advice, you hug, or you love, you show up for somebody, a little crumb, a little whiff, a little, it just comes off. You know what I mean? And sometimes you get some back. Sometimes you get more ingredients to add to your pie, but sometimes you don't. The reason why we focus on intimacy is because it's a more intensified version. Usually going out
Mhm.
and hanging out with your friends, you don't feel as bad. But when you're going out and hang out with friends that you don't like, that really, when you're
Mhm.
going out to do things that don't really serve you, going out and drinking or getting into anything that doesn't serve your highest good. I don't want to judge any action as if it's better or worse than the other, but you know what you're supposed to be
Yeah.
doing for your path. And so one of the things that you want to focus on with that is understanding when your cup is being filled and when you're, strictly pouring out of it. And so
Mhm.
that little bit of grief that you feel is when you have a spill. It's one thing to just pour into the homie here, pour into your mama here, your grandma, your kids. But then when you spill and you go through this wave, it's like, oh, I can't get that back tomorrow. It takes time.
Right.